Yo, how's it going, guys? How are we all doing today? Today's video is going to go over the tiers, and especially tier 7, 6, and 5 in this new Galactic Challenge, fighting on Jakku versus the Resistance with your Old Republic, and kind of what I think is the best way to go about it, and some key characters in here you're going to need. But also, I want to go and talk about some Canderous. I know he's a part of this whole team, but I want to talk about him, and I might do in an upcoming video some surprisingly really great relics on characters. So if you guys have any that you think are surprisingly good for relics, let me know down below in the comments. But let's start this off by going into today's tier 7 little guide here. So this is the new one. I beat this already. With this team, it's gonna be good for really any tier here. So this is the team. It's Revan with Jolie, Bastila, Canderous, and Zalbar. So the only ones that I remodded here were just Revan and Bastila. These guys have to be the fastest, and it's very, very important to have Bastila fast here as well as Revan. So you have to have a Revan pretty fast, so you get that early on mark. So he is at 319. Keeping in mind that on his lead, he gets 5 from each Jedi and Old Republic, so 10 from himself, 10 from Jolie, and 10 from Bastila, so that's 30 in total. A lot of speed there. And then Bastila is for mine at least, is 262, and she has to be fast so she can go and stun Holdo. We'll see the whole strategy. So definitely want to have a fast Revan and fast Bastila. And then this is my crappy Jolie mods, nothing crazy here at all. And then Canderous, gear 12. This actually works for gear 11, I think, and maybe even gear 10 Canderous. He just has to survive. This guy's mods are so pitiful. I never remod him at all. And then we've got Zalbar here. He is here to absorb some more hits after somebody gets hit and they go below 100% health, because with this unique, he gets a taunt whenever somebody falls below 100% health, which is definitely really amazing. So that's him. His mods, he's got a CA arrow, a lot of protection added on, so that's him. Basically, the strategy here is to kill a Finn first and then go into Holdo. So there is some RNG here with the Rey and who she cleanses and who she attacks first. But once you get the right RNG, we're going to be just fine. So I'm going to speed it up to a good run here and going to go over the right strategy. So let's go into that. All right, so we're going to get into this one first. We outspeed everybody because of our fast Revan, right? So we're going to actually mark Finn first. I'm going to mark Finn first because 3PO is kind of not that great to mark. JTR can cleanse. I want to save more hits for Holdo while I force her to taunt later with removing the foresight. And I could hit Poe here, but between Poe and Finn, Finn's already the faster one, and he has more cleanses and more assists. That's not good at all, so I don't want to do that. Let's just mark and take care of the Finn, but keeping in mind that JTR will be getting a lot of turns. So here's the RNG. When Rey goes, it's about who she hits first. I do not want her to hit Canderous, or else it's immediately a restart. Ideally, I want her to TMR my Jolie because he's immune to it, and it doesn't happen and doesn't really affect him whatsoever. So let's do basic here to see what happens with the JTR. So she does one of those things first, and then cleanses off of the Finn. So that's okay. Not my favorite thing. And right there, that's really, really good. Okay, that's perfect. They went after the Jolie with the TMR. So now at 12, I will do one of these AoEs to remove this foresight from JTR to force a Holdo to taunt, because she does taunt whenever foresight is removed from a resistance. So now I'm going to go for a stun onto her. Got it. Perfect. Let's go back here onto my Canderous with some more assists from Jolie. Basics it up. Get him a lot more turns. And honestly, could probably kill him here in a little bit after we get a few more of these in. So, okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm going to actually, we have some time to breathe, so I'm actually going to do a little basic here, and then at 8, I think I will cleanse him off, because he's going to die anyways. And then now, we still have Holdo with that little thing there. I'm going to give it to Bastila, and then I'm going to keep this onto my Canderous. That should probably kill Finn, and it does. So now, so we have a Holdo with buff immunity. She's not going to taunt, so we can do some more hits onto the Poe. Get some more of those dots. A lot of good RNG here with who JTR is mind tricking. So right there, we got good RNG with JTR still mind tricking my Jolie, which is really great. Down goes 3PO. Perfect. And this guy's about to die here any second. So let's cleanse off the Bastila, because she has some of those really nasty debuffs, those confuses. And then now let's go for some more stuff here. Let's just call and not really call, but let's cleanse off some more of those. Hopefully we can stun here. That'd be pretty cool. No stun. That's all good. Let's mark the Poe here because she is still under the buff immunity. We can still hit without having to worry about taunt. And now she just cleansed again. So double cleanse on the Poe. That's not good at all, but we still have a mark here onto the Poe. And we should be killing him any second. Let's do one of these. Actually, no. We got to cleanse him off here. He's kind of low. Let's swap this for the revive. So we get a revive going here. And now let's get this onto Bastilla, but let's do it onto the Holdo. Down goes everybody, and as you can see, it's working pretty good. So this is the strat here, guys. This is the strat. I like to do this. This has been working pretty good so far. The RNG is with who JTR goes and hits and who she TMRs. So this is definitely great. Zalbar is really just here to absorb some of the little hits early on to make sure Canderous doesn't get hit at all. And this works for all the different phases. It works very, very well. And you don't need to have high crazy gear. I mean, as we can see, I got gear 13 on a couple of these guys. You don't really need a gear 13 Jolie. I would say not even gear 13 on JKR. You just need the speed and making sure that they go fast and go first. So there we have it. Canderous there. This is a strategy I've been using. You know, taking care of all these side guys and kind of managing the debuffs between Holdo and Finn early on. That's kind of the best way to go about it, in my opinion. So that's that. And then I want to just talk about Canderous for a second. And I want to just talk about, you know, why I still think he's really fun to use. And I don't want to go and say relic him, but, you know, I do think he's a pretty great relic if you do have the resources to do it. So this is Canderous. We're going to swap over to his stats. He actually has, before Kylo and JKL came to the game, he had the highest base physical offense in the game. And it's pretty crazy. He does some crazy damage. We can see him doing triple hits there. So imagine him doing like 50, 60, you know, plus K crits on every single one of those hits. He can do insane amounts of things. The only thing with Canderous, though, is that the team that he is underneath is just not the best team. The Old Republic are just not the best outside of the Jedi. And I really wish they were a lot better. I do not like Karth Lead here at all. I think Karth Lead is just really gross and disgusting. I don't like him whatsoever. But I do think Canderous, if there is any future Old Republic content, he is going to be one of the nastiest characters on that team for damage. He gets a lot more TM from the from debuffs, the dots that he applies, and also on the Zeta, he gets some more damage, crit damage up, and I think crit chance up for 2 turns whenever somebody is taunting or gains taunt or marked or death marked or whatever it may be. Also, he has some bonuses here for each Old Republic and Scoundrel ally, so you can go and use them with Scoundrels if you would like, which is kind of cool. I think you can get some nice uses out of him with some upcoming Scoundrel content with the Mandalorian TV show, so definitely a great one to have there. His basic is crazy. He is only really here for the basic. I never really use his AoE much at all, but it could do some nice things. I'm not saying it's bad. Very simple kit. A lot of basics, a lot of TM gain here, and I think he is one to think about and maybe hold off for the near future to see where the Mando guys go, because I think he could be kind of a stinky one to go and relic up, because I think he has some high offense and he can do some really nice damage as well. So that is pretty much it. He has a lot more taunting, death mark, and mark capabilities with how that synergizes with his kit. The debuffs, the damage over times, and the TM. He does some crazy damage. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you guys want me to go over some surprisingly great relics, you bet your butt that he'll be on that list for sure. And others that you guys think that are surprisingly great with relics, let me know down below in the comments. Or better yet, feel free to join the Discord. But yeah, that's it. Just going over the tier 7 of this new Galactic Challenge for Jakku. Hopefully you guys got some good mods. I unfortunately did not slice any good mods this time around, but we always got next week to look for, right? Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend out there, and stay safe, guys. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out and have a good one.